Hey, where'd that motor go? Oh, there it is. Well, hello folks. I got the motor out. Tinkered around yesterday because it rained. Rode a little bit in the morning. Just trying to work out that S&S carburetor. But a friend of mine that owns the 94 Softail, instead of putting a new oil pump and so on, I guess he found a motor down in Kentucky and it's going to be shipped up. So I'll put a motor in here. I guess it's an S&S. He asked me about them. I said, well, I mean, on anything, do you know the seller? How do you feel about the deal? You know, and so on and so on. So yeah, it's such guesswork. You know, it's like going to the junkyard and going, I'll take that motor. How many miles on it? Oh, that had about 60,000 on it. Yeah, 260,000. But it's a gamble. But so yeah, I thought I'd pull the motor out and it'll be ready to put the other motor in. I guess it's an S&S 111. I think that's what he said. But no, I've been tinkering around with the carb, and so I went with to get all the cough out of the carb. It wasn't much, but it was just enough that you could feel it with your leg, and your leg was up against there. And it sometimes would happen in a turn. So I went from 29.5, 31, now I got a 33 in it, still with the 72 main jet. And some people said I should go back to the 31, because 33 is too big. I was looking for a 34. But they don't make 34. They go 33, 36 as far as I can tell. And they said then go with the 74 main jet, but I feel it pulls fine. I just right now concentrating on keeping an eye and seeing how the spark plugs. Like I say, I don't get a full ring of soot around the first thread that protrudes down into the combustion chamber. And I go to a site, and I've seen it years ago called dragstuff.com. And they got a good thing on spark plugs, like dragstuff.spark plugs, I think you put it in. But the full ring means it's burning correctly. And then the strap should be about halfway up to the end. And that is the heat range of the plug. So it's right at the curve. The plug is, you know, it's a good spot. It's not too cold, not too hot. And I forget what the jetting. There's a thing on there that kind of explains about how you can read the jetting. And then of course you want the porcelain. You almost have to cut the threads away to see all the way down into the porcelain. But you know, you don't want. Not everybody can do that and not destroy the plug. But you want a light tan look. So mine are light tan, maybe a little darker. But like I say, there's not that full sooty all the way around the first threads that go into the combustion chamber. So, but yeah, it seems to run fine. I'm just keeping an eye on things. Trying to think what else. Well, like I say, yeah, I got that out, that laid aside. Just kind of cleaning up some of the oil. I know he's not picky, but I want it to be, you know. And then it didn't have a VOES, so I got the wire ready to connect for that. So yeah, just kind of tinkering with, and considering everybody says it doesn't have to be in the center, just as long as it's not rubbing. And the back is about the same way for the brakes. But I think maybe the hub has a little bit of bend, but it's not perfect, the hub that's in there. So on the back side. So what I think I'll do, let's see, I think I know how to turn the light on here. Hey, there we go. I did that before. So maybe that hub there, I'm not sure. It's got a spacer, like I think the back has a spacer. And but I'm going to try either putting it on my, taking it off, and I'll put it on my balancer there, and just see, because it should be fine because I got a new rotor. So got the fancy rotor with all the holes. So so check, see about that. I'm still trying to find the correct thing in there. It's like almost 1.5 inches wide. It's all in one. So I've been talking back and forth to people that sell them, and I don't know, maybe because this one here has a little bit, but it's not enough, and it's not the correct one either. This is the one that's yeah, this is another like metric one or something, because it's like 29.65, but yeah, mine's like at least that much thicker. It's almost 2 inches. I don't know if I still have it. Yeah, there it is. It's 1 and then 4, 458. So I'm not the best on these things. I have them, but I really haven't. I'm not an expertise on the machinist part of it. I just picked up a few used ones, and I'm learning. I'm trying. But, well, that's what I've been up to. Of course, then it rained again today. I take my cat, Harley. He had an upper respiratory, so we had to take him to the vet this morning. Otherwise, if they can't smell food, they can't eat. They don't want to eat, so... he has to take his medication with his food because he has epilepsy. But that's what I've been tinkering with. If anybody has any ideas, on the 88-inch stroker motor and what I should be putting in there. Of course, I go by S&S, and I've just tried different stuff. So hopefully, I guess it's better to have something too rich. It's not smoking, not a lot of black smoke. Seems to run fine. So hopefully, like I say, I reduced the plug gap from 38 to 30 now that somebody had mentioned that. So, well, I'll catch you guys later, and I see everybody's doing good. Have a great summer, and I'll see you from time to time. I'm not the most exciting person, so there's some great YouTubers out there. Some of them, their names are hard to say, but they and I watch them. They do great stuff. Then there's some small fries like me. I'm a small fish, So I'll catch you guys later. Be safe. Love you.